Okay, welcome back to fundamentals. So the next step is to start going through the some material. So practically there's a useful link here, application note getting started with PSoC2020. It's good to read that one before actually starting the exercise. It helps you to understand the processor environment, especially if you already have used some microcontrollers, and then this application notes get you in a very fast speed forward. Otherwise, you can actually also just rely on this material what I am providing you to get, say, more detailed start on how to do these things. So first, installed required software for CY8C kit 09059 PSoC5LP, and the link actually gets you first to this support page for the 32-bit ARM Cortex M3 PSoC5s, and there actually the you would go, well, there's plenty of good information. You might also want to take a look at that at some point, but the most important, go to the kits, and there, that's our kit. So CY8C kit number 095, and as you can see you can buy it for just $10 US dollars, that is. Okay, there we go. That basically gives you some the design support, and actually there we go. So practically what you download, you need to download practically especially this kit here. So the CY8C kit 059 kit setup, it gives you the kit design files, PSoC creator, PSoC programmer, documentation and examples. So basically after that it's only the schematics and user guide that are still online. You get all the other stuff there by clicking it. It takes for a while since it's half gigabyte long, so it takes for a while over the internet. But well, meanwhile you might actually watch some videos, kittens or PSoC videos, just review what I was telling you before. Just a suggestion. Okay, but anyways, you would go there, click, and that gets started downloading it. I will stop this one since I don't want to continue, then I will just cancel it. I already have the kit. Okay, so there's then the kit prop user guide. Read the kit guide. Yep. Okay, let me take a quick look at it. Yeah, okay, that's the how to get started. Prototyping kit. So it gives you the how to install software, such kind of things. It's a good reading actually. So okay, couple of things. This board actually comes in two pieces which are connected. So the left hand side here, that's the kit proc, meaning it's the programmer, debugger programmer for this target. The target device is the one that you are designing the code. This is basically, it's the same device, but it's dedicated only for the programming and debugging of the target. In addition, this board actually also have this USB connector on the other end. You may actually leave that tape on, since we are not using that one on these exercises. That port there is intended for USB application development, and that would be different course. That will be probably another 5 credit course in addition to this one. Okay, so that's the kit. And what happens on the kit, let me plug it in. Okay, while we are here, I'll just show you what happens. Okay, here I have this PSoC kit, and basically that's the end that goes to your computer. I recommend using a USB extension cord here, just to get some more freedom, since that's a little bit awkward handling and making the wiring if it's attached to the USB port. You just plug that one in. 2 things should happen. These lights here should lit. So there's a green light and orange light. Green light, I think it's the power light, and the other one is something else. But by default, that programmable system chip actually should blink a LED. That means it's working. In case that your PSoC kit has been used by somebody else, then that blinking LED could be also turned off, or it can do anything else. But when you take this one off the package, the LED light should be blinking. Some other things happen also when you open it. For debugging, I think this is a good place to show it. On debugging, actually, you can use a virtual the COM port, and when you open the device manager on your computer and go under the ports, you should see kitprog here. Kitprog USB UART. It's basically a virtual COM port that your computer thinks that there is a COM7 on your system, or whatever your COM is. I have been using this kitprog so many times in different ports, so that's already incremented to the 7th port. But I think when you start this one from the package, it will be allocated as COM 2 or 3. Okay, that's the way this basically PC device driver allocates these virtual COM ports for USB bridges. So yeah, USB UART bridge is there, and you can use that one for debugging. So practically you can send some data to via UART port on that chip down to the computer, or send some short messages, for example, from computer to this device. It helps you a lot on debugging of the system. Okay, so that's the kit and what should happen and how it actually shows up on your system. Okay, then the software what you are going to use is the PSoC Creator. So PSoC Creator window has some, well, I can show it from here. So I have my PSoC Creator here. Well, I will leave it a little bit later. Leave it maybe on the next video. And let's go through these first. And there are some code examples that you can try. Okay, how to component datasheets work. So this is the getting started guide. It's actually pretty good reading for you before going forward. Although, okay, you can also just start following my examples on the video. Okay, then yeah, board details. It has this pin out that you will be using at some point. Actually, your device is if you borrowed that either from Metropolia or from Frankfurt, it already has some pins soldered there. Okay, this is my version. I think on the this is nice since you can actually then either plug single wires here or plug this one to a prototyping the breadboard, such that you actually have some pins still available. Okay, that's a little bit far away. Okay, something like that. You can plug it here, and then you have the development board here, and then actually this is plenty. This exercise what I have, they basically require only that size board, or maybe two of them actually in some cases. On the other hand, you can also plug this one also just using 1/2 of the board. Yeah, that's a bit tough. Okay, just plug it like this. Then you have more prototyping board area, especially for the smaller board. Then you have more the space. Okay, there we go. So that's the hardware kit. On this hardware kit also, well, in my case, there's also a list what is in there, and then there are these chips. Like this box actually has, or this package has a MCP3201 analog to digital converter, and also a voltage reference on one box, on one these backpacks. Each exercise actually uses a little bit different back, so but everything is actually here on the box. Okay. What else? Yeah, hardware details. The target board. At some point you might actually want to take a quick look at the schematics. If you are not totally sure of the pinouts or such, then you should go and basically take a look at the schematics, how they are connected. For example, where is the there is a user switch connection somewhere. Yeah, user push button connected like that to port 2.2, and it's a grounding connection. And then the user LED, it's just it's connected to 2.1, so practically that blinking LED here is a the blinking LED is connected to port 2.1. Simple. Okay, so yeah, so after you have installed the software packages, you are ready for the exercise. And more about the exercise I will tell you on some separate video.